What would you do to improve transportation in your city?
I think I want to improve traffic. We should learn from the other countries about traffic problems. Like Sydney need to severely fine people who run red lights.
How is the Mr. Kevin today?
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, it's your first test, huh?
Yes.
In interests. Well, it's pretty easy. It's just some questions and some answers. Everything is explained. Do you have your handout?
Yes.
For all the
Sorry.
all the easy questions. So how do you like the interest? Do you like the interest better than the reading classes?
Yes.
It's a little bit more competitive, yeah. For sure. Especially your class. You're the interest 29. It's like United Nations in that one. Yeah. You should still be in the advanced reading too. It's good exposure for you. And you're in grade 8 now or grade 9?
I'm in grade 8.
Right. So you're like, gee, so one more year, then you'll have to do your high school preparation tests, entry tests. All right. Are you ready to get started?
Yes.
No choice. We got to do it anyway. So let's do it. All right, let's start part 1, social interaction. Topic 1, skills. What skills have you learned recently?
I recently learned communication skills because when I learn this skill, it will help others understand me better, get closer to everyone, listen and understand those around me, and have a focused labor.
Absolutely. Communication skills are very, very important. It's a great way to get ahead in life. And you'll get a better job. The better you can communicate, the more money you'll make in the future too. And that's the same thing Jill said and she. Communication skills. All right. So apart from communication skills, what is a very important skill a person should learn in order to be successful in the world? That's pretty easy. With today's world now, what's important to learn, to know something about? Skills that are very important in the future, today and future. So communication is one. What else? What do you think people should be learning more about? What do you think is important for people to know more about, to develop those skills?
I think creativity is one of the most essential skills.
Being creative. Okay.
Success, because in life as well as work, if you do not have creative thinking, you will forever be the on without new steps, making break thoughts or interesting communications. Creative thinking skills are also a way for you to affirm your ability and position in society. Yeah.
Society. Okay. Yeah, being creative is definitely a good skill to have. I think everybody is creative. We just don't take the time to. Some people who believe they're not creative, I think, is just a lack of using their imagination, because I think everybody is creative. Otherwise, how would they survive? You got to solve problems all the time. Yeah, I would have thought computers being one of the number one. It would have been my answer. I believe people need to improve their computer skills a lot in going into the future. Yeah. All right. So what new skills do you want to learn in the near future?
Future, I want to learn more creative skills.
You already talked about creative skills. Pick something else.
I want to learn,
What other skills? You want to learn how to paint? You want to learn how to fly a plane? You want to learn how to do martial arts?
critical thinking skills.
Critical thinking skills. You sound Russian now. You remind me of Pavel. Critical thinking skills. All right. Why critical thinking skills? What advantages will that give you? How will that help you?
It's helped me is support in a discussion about certain
Issues?
issue. Yeah.
Issues. Thought you were sneezing. Achus. No, issues. Issues. So say that again. They can do what about issues?
Can support in discussions about the certain issue.
All right. I guess kind of helps you brainstorm and get organized. Part two. Topic two, I mean, not part two. Topic two, museums. Why do you think people visit museums?
I think the museum is an important tool role in institution, a place to store valuable documents and artifacts, actively contributing to the protection and promotion of the cultural and the historical heritage of the nation.
Wow. Reading off Google is not going to help you much. You need to formulate your answers yourself, buddy, because you don't even know how to pronounce some of these words. Which museums do you think are visited the most?
I think Louvre Museum is the most visited museum.
It would be the most visited, I'm sure. The Louvre is how they say that. Where is the Louvre?
It's in France.
What type of museum would you like to visit in the future?
Museum I want to visit in the future is the type of museum that I want to visit is a history museum.
So you like history?
No, but I like history museum.
You like looking at the cool artifacts from the past. Okay. All right. Here's our warm-up. Let's go to part two. Part two, situation discussion. You are a student and of legal age to work. Your parents believe working part-time would be a good experience. They want you to get a part-time job. 3 choices are suggested. The first choice, you'd take an easy job in a clothes shop with very little traffic so you can play on your handphone most of the time. Just sell your time, kill your time. Something easy. Or the second option would be you would take the highest paying job you could find. Maybe you want to save up some money. You don't care what the job is. You just want the money. Whoever pays more, that's where I'm going. Or you take a job that teaches you a new skill, regardless of the pay. Here you have the attitude where the money is not important. I get paid, but I really want to learn something from this job so to benefit me later. So again, remember, your parents want you to get a part-time job. Any questions?
No.
Okay, so I give you 1 minute to prepare. Write down your notes, starting now. All right, your time is up, mister. Okay, so like in that description, you'll have to give 2 reasons to explain your answer, and then 1 disadvantage for each of the 2 options not chosen. What is your choice?
You take a job that teaches you a new skill regardless of the pay.
Okay, so what would that be? I mean, why? Not what would it be, but why? Why would you think learning a skill would be important? You can tell me if you know what kind of job you would do. You can use that as well in your answer.
Because now I am still in school, my parents still care about me, so I choose the job that gives me more experience than a job makes me a lot of money, of money, so that when they graduate from school, they go back to work with a pay for a few years, so they can gain experience if they want to do the job they want. And if they can choose a job that help us accumulate a lot of experience when they graduate, they just need to apply for the job they want because they already have a lot of experience.
What I want you to do here is when you talk about that, you already had an opportunity to prepare your answer. So it would have been good if you could have said what kind of job you might like to have to help build skills. The one thing you said at the end, the skills, the one thing that it can be, one of your reasons could certainly be because it gives you experience in a field that you want to go into after school. So that is true. But you could also mention something about, the personal passions you have and interests you have. Like I said earlier, maybe you like cooking, but you don't want to be a chef. But maybe learning how to cook a little bit here and there can help you for your own personal experience at home, right? Or perhaps you want to know more about music instruments. You want to learn the guitar, so you work in a shop that sells music equipment. Or maybe you want more computer skills, so you get any entry-level computer job, something like that, where you're going to have a skill. The idea is that the job you take now is a skill that you will have forever. Like, for example, when I was a teenager, I took a job part-time in high school as a bicycle mechanic, right? Fixing and building bicycles. So that was really cool because I can always fix the gears and the brakes and the tires, and I know how, and the pedals and the ball bearings and everything in there. Now I have that skill for the rest of my life. So when my kids have bicycles, I can fix everything on the bicycle for them. Things like that. The skills that you'll always learn, always keep in most of those skills. So, okay. So why not the easy job where you can play on your headphone and have no headache? Stress-free, watch YouTube videos and get paid. Why not that? Nice and cozy. No headache, no stress. Play video games, get paid for it. Woohoo!
Because doing those jobs is a waste of time.
They are a waste of time. You learn nothing. You're just selling time and not improving in any way. What about making a job that the highest paying job available? That could be good because you could buy new toys, buy a new motorbike at the end of the summer.
Because nobody usually.
What?
Because if I choose a job give me a lot of money.
It wouldn't be a lot of money, but it would just be the highest paying. This job pays 20, this job pays 25,000, this job pays 40. So you take the 40 no matter what the job is, just because you want to make more money. That's the point, because you're not going to get rich on a part-time job going to school.
Because I choose a job make me pay the highest paying for me, but they sold for me the experience. When I graduate from school, I must to go back to work with the pay for a few years, so I can't gain experience if I want to do the job I want.
Okay, let's go to part 3. Some more questions. All right, part 3, a speaking topic. This one's new. So the speaking topic here is choose one of the following transportation vehicles and explain why you think it has changed people's lives. You can choose automobiles, bicycles, or airplanes. Now, some suggestions are here to help you formulate your answer. You could talk about the economic benefits or practicality, right? You know, the traveling between cities and towns, the speed, the comfort, convenience, freedom, perhaps. Health benefits. It would be safer to fly to another country than drive to another country. You don't know the roads, could be dangerous. Up to you and your own ideas. And I'll ask you a couple of questions after. You have 1 minute to prepare your answer, mister. Starting now. All right. Our time is, your time is up. Not our time, your time. All right, automobiles. Oh yeah, planes, trains, and automobiles. That's a good movie. Automobiles, bicycles, or planes. What did you choose? And why?
The bicycle. Because
Bicycle. All right. How has it changed people's lives?
will reduce air pollution, noise pollution. Cycling will help us save electricity, gasoline, and oil. Cycling will help us live healthier, keep fit, regulate blood pressure, and keep the heart rhythm away from disease. If there is a traffic jam, especially recently due to the sudden increase of means of transport all over the world, and traffic congestion is a hot problem in the world today, cycling will be the ultimate solution to this best.
Okay. All right. We'll talk about the structuring a little later. Last 2 questions. Do you think people will buy fewer automobiles in the future?
I think in the future people will buy less car because the world is now moving towards a city without smoke, no pollution. They will aim for but energy saving means of transport that protect safety for the environment and avoid traffic congestion.
Okay. So less cars in the future. In your city, you have rush hours like other cities. It's not a big city, but you still have some. What would you do to improve transportation in your city?
I think I want to improve traffic, we should learn from the other countries about traffic problems. Like Sydney need to severely fine people who run red lights so that they can't violate anymore. Expanding cities can be avoided, get stuck in traffic.
All right. Well, that was your first test. Now you get the idea. So we'll keep improving on that and working on how we structure these and get your words into the sentences. But we'll work on that. It was the first time. So, all right. You did good. You did some research. We just got to start structuring a little better. All right. Have yourself a nice weekend, and I'll see you next week in Interest 30. Bye, Kevin.
Goodbye, Mister.